What is going on, everyone? Hope you had a happy and blessed 4th of July. I am DV, and I would like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in for another all-new episode right here on Me and Mine TV. Now, ever since my 10 things that I hate about my 5th generation Camaro video, I've been getting asked routinely about the modifications that I've done to my car. Specifically, where did I buy them from, who did I buy them from, and how much did they cost? So I figured rather than answering a bunch of random questions whenever I post a video, I figured I'd give you guys a quick walk around and a quick breakdown about all the modifications that I've done to my car. And for all you 5th gen owners out there, if you like any of the modifications that I've done to my car, I'll leave the links in the comment section, so if you guys decide to purchase them, you know where I got them from. Now, we're going to start off from the cheapest modification all the way up to the most expensive one. Now, the cheapest modifications that I've done to my car is the spoiler. Now, the spoiler that I have on my car, I got from Spoiler Winging Kings for about $100 about 2 weeks after I actually got my car. Now, I love the work that they did with the spoiler because it looks identical to the ones that come on the actual Z28s. And I know that they look almost identical because every single time I go to a car show or a car gathering or around other Camaro owners, I always get asked the same question. Is that real? Or is that a replica? Because it looks identical to the ones that come on the Z28s. And I have to say, for Spoiler Winging Kings, they did a damn good job on the spoiler. Now, the next expensive modification that I put on my car rests on the quarter panel. And what I'm talking about is this. The Autobot Emblem that I bought off of eBay for $250 total for both sides. Now, this is an actual GM OEM Autobot Emblem that I got off of eBay because 9 times out of 10, we all know that we can find OEM parts for cars or whatever that we want to buy cheaper on eBay. Now, these puppies ran me $250, $125 a piece. They actually just stick on with 3mm double-sided sticky tape, and after all the rain and after all the watches on my car, they're still on there strong. Now, the next most expensive part of my car is actually underneath the hood. Now, what we have under the hood is the only performance mod that I have on my V6 so far. Keyword being so far. And that is a K&R cold air intake, which really doesn't give you that much performance, but it does make your car sound better, which is the reason why I bought it. Because, I mean, my stock V6 sounded good when I actually bought it, but the cold air intake makes it sound that much better. And in conjunction with that, I have an official OEM strut bar that I bought off of eBay, same with the cold air intake. Now, the cold air intake ran me about $329 that I got a discount on, which I only paid, I believe it was only like $269, but I mean, that was like 5 months ago, and I seriously doubt they're still having that sale. And the strut bar only ran me $100, which I got off of eBay, which is basically the same price that you could get it from anywhere else. Now, after under the hood, the next most expensive parts actually rest on top of the hood and the trunk. And of course, what I'm talking about is the wrap. Now, for all those 1LE owners out there who love to give me static for having a wrapped hood, saying that I'm impersonating a 1LE, let me please enlighten each and every one of you. Your hood is matte black. My hood is carbon fiber. Thus, I am not trying to impersonate anyone who has a 1LE because our hood wrappings do not match. Now, the carbon fiber wrap that I put on the hood and the trunk was purchased from rvinyl.com. Now, when I was actually in the market trying to find some good wrap that I could put on my car, a lot of people were telling me, oh, just go on eBay and pick out some carbon fiber wrap for $20 and you'd be good. I tried that and it failed miserably. It would not form to the hood or the trunk. It would not stick, and it really was cheap and worthless. So I went to rvinyl.com, told them what I was looking for, and they hooked me up with the 4D carbon fiber wrap that I got for the hood and for the trunk. And I have to say, the hood wrap has been on for a little over 7 months, and the trunk wrap I actually put on last week. But after all the times it's been raining, after all the washes, after everything I've done to my car, this thing still shines as pretty as it did when I put it on. Now, for the trunk, like I just said, it's only been on there for about a month now, a couple of weeks, a month now, and still, everything's shining good and everything's looking good. Now, the next thing that is the most expensive on my car actually comes in 3 different pieces. Now, of course, what I'm talking about is the front splitter, the rocker panels, and the rear diffuser. Now, each one of these pieces are painted gloss black to match the color aspect of my car. Now, after each one of these pieces were installed, and they were each installed individually, they took everything about the appearance of my car into the another stratosphere. Now, each one of these pieces I got from Rodger Chevrolet in Michigan. And how I found out about this dealership is via a whole bunch of members on Camaro5.com. And I'm here to tell each and every one of you 5th-gen Camaros owner out there, if you ever need anything OEM for your car, doesn't matter how small, doesn't matter how big, call Maureen, she will hook you up. Matter of fact, I will leave her contact information on the screen, so if you 5th-gen Camaro owners out there need it, you know where to find it. Now, I do have to say, the splitter was $420, the rockers were $556, and the rear diffuser was, I believe, $350. Now, the reason why these are actually more expensive than the OEM parts, because of course, I got them painted. And for all you Camaro owners out there who maybe want to do a color match or even a different color like I did on mine, I do have to say, as they told me, that it does take a while for them to paint the pieces because they're difficult to paint. Because total prep and paint and ship time that I got since I ordered was about 2.5 weeks for each individual part. But as you can see, I went back 3 times because the quality is second to none. Now, the most expensive part that I have on my car is actually underneath it. I actually can't show it to you because I'm not He-Man and I can't lift the car up, but I'm pretty sure you guys can guess what it is. Now, the most expensive upgrade that I've done to my car so far is a complete suspension upgrade and overhaul that I got through BMR. Now, BMR, I found out about them, of course, through Camaro5.com. Now, TC, who I believe is the owner of BMR, we were on the phone for a good 45 minutes picking out each individual part that I would need in order to upgrade my suspension. And I know what some of you are probably out there thinking. Why the heck would you upgrade a suspension on a V6 Camaro? For 2 reasons. Number one, because anybody and everybody knows that the suspension on a V6 Camaro is junk. It's garbage. It is pathetic. And the second reason is I like to track my car. I'm a track junkie, and my car did not handle worth a damn when I first got it, but now handles like a dream now that I got my suspension installed. Because 2 days after I got my suspension installed, I took it up to Road Atlanta to throw my car around that track. And if you guys want to check out the video I made, you can check it out on the link at your screen. Now, the complete suspension package that I got for my car ran me roughly about $1,400. But like I said, my suspension rivals that of the 1LE. It rivals that of better handling cars that are way outside of its class. And like I said, this car handles a whole hell of a lot better than it did before I got the suspension installed. Now, I'm sure some of you are probably wondering, are you going to do anything else to your car? Do you have any plans? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do. Now, truth be told, the most expensive mod that I have for my car is a mod that I already purchased, but I don't have enough time to get it installed. Because the newest, most expensive mod will go right in between the wheel wells. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about brakes. Now, the brakes that I got were basically the same brakes that come on the ZL1. Front brakes are 15.5-inch rotors riding on 6-piston calipers. The rears are 14.4 with 4-piston calipers. And again, I know what a lot of you are thinking, why are you spending all this money on a V6? Like I said before, 1, because I love my car, and 2, because I like to track my car. Because when I tracked my car at Road Atlanta, I was doing 119 miles an hour on the backstretch, hit the brakes, the car wouldn't stop. Because the brakes on this car, I got 2 pistons up front, single pistons in the back, riding on a 3,700 plus pound car. And as everybody knows, just like the suspension, the brakes on a V6 Camaro are junk. But I cannot wait to get these puppies installed, hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, which of course I will post a video for each and every one of you to check out what I bought, what it looks like when it's installed, and of course, the performance. Now, my second planned mod that I plan on doing for my car is getting a complete new suspension, because I'm really not looking for performance. I'm just looking for something with a good look and a good sound. Because right now I get grief like none other from my fellow Camaro owners talking about, oh, somebody chopped off my tailpipe because I have a ZL1 diffuser that of course takes quad tips, and I only have the single ones that came on my car. I plan on getting my suspension roughly in about 2.5 months, which I'm sure I will post a video on my YouTube letting you guys know what I purchased, what it looks like, and what it sounds like. So that is a brief rundown and breakdown of all the modifications that I've done to my car. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, the links to everything I bought will be on the comment section so you guys can check it out if you guys want to buy them. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check you guys later.